Hi, I'm Erin, and this is VEDA day 15, and today I was just kind of out running errands and doing stuff like that. I did not drive for Uber today, but I had to do things like get my car washed and fill up my tank and do all this other stuff, because tomorrow is Easter. Well, it's, by the time this gets uploaded, it's going to be past Easter, I'm sure, but today, that's what's going on. So, since I don't have any stories for you, I thought I'd do a get to know me tag. I hope you guys enjoy it, because I figured there's not a whole lot that I really said about myself personally, so I thought that I would go ahead and do this tag so that I could, you know, give you a little bit more information about me, who I am, what I'm about. I looked online and I saw one that said, get to know me tag questions that no one answers. So I'm going to try to do that one. I think it's 30 questions, so hopefully it won't take too long. I'll try to be as brief as possible, but I'll go ahead and get started. When I said that, I just thought about Corinne and Rob from Threadbanger, and I was thinking about Corinne saying, "Let's get started, shall we?" I love her to death. Okay, so anyway, question number 1, are you named after anyone? No, I'm not, but it's funny because my mom was going to name me Erica instead of Erin, and she realized that she would be naming me after her favorite character on All My Children, so she decided not to name me Erica, and she named me Erin instead. So I'm happy about that, because Erin, at least for a long time, was a pretty unique name. Now, a lot of people have that name, but, you know, I liked it growing up because I very rarely knew another Erin. Let's see, number 2, when was the last time you cried? This is going to sound so stupid, but I shouldn't say that. But it was a couple of weeks ago when I started selling my Easter crafts, and I was selling them on Facebook, and all of these people wanted to buy my crafts, and I was getting all of these messages come in while I was running errands with Koi, and I was like, oh my gosh, people actually really like the stuff that I'm making, and they're, you know, wanting to buy it and everything. And I just got really overwhelmed, like feeling appreciated and happy, and I started crying. And Koi was like, oh Mom, but you do such a good job with your crafts. Of course people want to buy them. And I just, you know, I got all mushy about that, because it's nice to have someone, well, a lot of someone's appreciate, you know, the crafts that you do and then actually want to buy them. So that was the last time that I cried. I'm such a sap. Do you have kids? Yes, I have kids. So Koi, who I just mentioned, who just turned 18, is my son, and True is my daughter, who just turned 14. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? Yeah, I'm fucking awesome. I feel like I'm a good friend. I don't have a lot of friends. I keep a very close-knit group of friends because I'm an introvert and I'm not really trusting of a lot of people, and it takes a lot for someone to earn my trust, and once that trust is given, then I'm your friend, ride or die. Like, I'm really, that's one thing I feel like I can, like, brag about myself, being a good friend. And so I would want to have me as a friend, and that's the good thing, because the people who I am friends with are really good friends, and I think they're better friends to me than I am to them. So that's what I enjoy about friendship, being able to have that give and take and really being there for one another. So yes. So number 5, do you use sarcasm a lot? No, I never use sarcasm. What is the first thing you notice about people? Probably their eyes, because I really believe that whole thing about the eyes are the windows to the soul, and I feel like I have pretty good intuition, and I feel like I can tell if someone is being truthful or sincere just by, you know, just really looking at them in the eyes. I like to make eye contact with people when I'm talking to them, so I think that's probably what I notice first about people. Also, you know, like when I'm looking at guys that I think are cute, I always like really have a big thing for eyes. Like Benedict Cumberbatch has gorgeous eyes. Oh my goodness, his eyes are so pretty. They're like 5 different colors. So anyway, number 7. What is your eye color? Brown. Just brown. Scary movie or happy endings? I like both, but I would prefer happy endings. That's what she said. Favorite smells. I'm sorry. Favorite smells. I love vanilla. I love like cake batter smell, roses, and this cologne that my grandfather used to wear. And I don't know what it is, but every once in a while when I walk through a department store like Macy's or something, I'll smell it. One of these days I have to figure out what that is, because I love that smell. It makes me think of my grandfather, who passed away a long time ago. So like over 20 years ago. So yeah, those are my favorite smells. Let's see, I'm sorry, looking at my phone. Number 10, what is the furthest you've ever been from home? I guess Vancouver, British Columbia. That was a really nice trip. I took that trip for work. Gosh, like 2 years ago. That was a really good work trip. I liked it a lot. I had some free time, so that I was able to really explore Vancouver, and I really want to go back there again. I think my kids would enjoy it. I definitely would enjoy it, and yeah, I think that's the furthest I've been. Or Jamaica. I'm horrible at geography, so I don't know which one is like more Jamaica, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either Jamaica or Canada, Vancouver. Let's see. Do you have any special talents? Obviously not talking. I obviously can't talk very well. I'm artistic, not in the sense of painting or drawing, because I really suck at those things, but I really like crafting, writing. Yeah, I'm just a pretty artistic person, so those are my special talents. Just, you know, beading, making jewelry, stuff like that. Where were you born? I was born in DC. What are your hobbies? Like I said, crafting, reading, writing. Yeah, that's about it. Hobby-wise, watching TV, being a total couch potato. But I really I really like TV and movies, so those are, I hate to call those hobbies, but I mean, if we're being real, I definitely spend as much time watching TV as I do doing the other things, like, you know, crafting and stuff like that. Do you have any pets? Yes. Okay, so I have 2 hedgehogs, and the hedgehogs' names are, and they're boys, their names are Vanilla Spikes and Fudgy the Hedgie, and they have an Instagram account, which I can link below. The Instagram account is the Notorious HOGS, the Notorious Hogs. And I have 2 cats. And it feels weird saying I mean, obviously they're family pets, and really they belong more to Coy and True than they do to me. Because they are always playing with them and spending time with them, and I don't always have a lot of time to spend time with, you know, our pets. But we have 2 cats, and our cats are girls. They're both black cats. We adopted them from an adoption event at Petco or PetSmart or something like that. And their names are Smokey, and she's a completely black, what do they call it? American short hair cats. She's an all black American short hair cat. And I guess our other cat is also American short hair too. I really don't know anything about cats. I've never had cats before in my life. But her name is Shadow, and she has a tuxedo pattern. She's so cute. So those are my pets. Do you have any siblings? Yes. So I have a brother, David, who unfortunately passed away 2 years ago. Complications due to diabetes, and it was like undiagnosed diabetes until it was too late. But yeah, he passed away 2 years ago. And then I have 2 sisters, Marissa and Ashley, and another brother, Kyle, and they're all younger than me. And David was younger than me too. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's a good question. Because even though I'm 44 years old, I'm definitely not grown up yet. So, but what I would really like to do as a career is be a writer. I would love to be a novelist, or be like a house flipper or something like that. I really like decorating houses and things like that. I've done a couple of very small home improvement projects, not at my current house, but at other houses where I've rented. And I just really want to buy a house so that I can renovate it and make it exactly as I want. And, you know, just have fun with changing all types of things within the kitchens and the bathrooms, and painting and changing floors and stuff like that. So I already have like a whole list of things that I would do if I were to buy this house that I'm renting right now, which is not going to be on the market to my knowledge. So I'm not sure that they would ever actually sell that house. But if they did and I happened to want to buy it, then that's what I would do. Okay. Who was your first best friend? That's a good question. It was a girl that I went to school with back in 5th and 6th grade, and she was new to the area and I was new to the area, and we just really hit it off. We were both fairly introverted, and we just were really, really good friends. And the reason I'm not saying her name is because I've used her name as like a password hint for a couple of my accounts. You know how they ask for the name of your high school, or the name of your best friend, or the name of whoever. And instead of using the name of my current best friend, I used her name. So I don't want to say her name right now. But if she's watching, you know who you are. But yeah, that was her, and it makes me sad that after we moved and she moved, we lost touch, unfortunately. And I would love to be able to get in touch with her again, because she made my elementary school days a lot easier, and I hope that I did the same thing for her. Let's see, how tall are you? I am 5'8.5". And true, my daughter hates it when I say 5'8.5", because she's like, that half doesn't count. It counts, okay? It counts. It's 5'8.5". 5'8.5" is the answer, and I'm sticking to it. She's 5'7", and I'm sure she will be passing me in height very, very soon. So I don't know why she cares that I'm trying to make sure I'm holding on to that little half an inch. Let's see, funniest moment throughout school. I don't know if I have any funny moments that I can really think of. In high school, college, I can't really think of anything. Like, I was, you know, like I said, I was an introvert. I didn't, like, do a whole lot of stuff as a high schooler. And in college it was all about school. It wasn't really about like partying or anything like that, because you know, I had to really work hard to make sure I was putting myself through school. So I can't think of anything. If I think of something, I'll come back to it, because I'm sure there were plenty. I mean, there were obviously plenty of funny moments, but I can't really think of anything that like sticks out that would be worth talking about. So I sound really boring. I'm not that boring, I promise. How many countries have you visited? I've visited Canada quite a few times. I've been to Jamaica, and that's it. Yeah, and considering how much I love to travel, that's pretty shameful that I've only been to 2 other countries. But that hopefully will change, because Coy and True will be getting their passports soon, and I really do want to start visiting not only places all over the US with them, but also go to different countries so that they can experience different things. And that's one of the reasons why I really like Disney World, because with Epcot Center, obviously you're not actually in a different country, but there's so many different things that you can do in terms of like eating different foods and learning about different cultural aspects of different countries that are represented there. I really like that. So I think that's a good substitute until you're actually able to travel to different countries. I know it's a very poor substitute compared to actually being in a different country, but at least it's a little taste of it. Let's see. What was your favorite or worst subject in high school? Favorite would be choir, if you want to call that a subject, but it actually was my favorite. I sang in choir from the time I was in 5th grade all the way through being a senior in high school. But if you don't count that as a subject, then I guess English, just because I really enjoy writing and I enjoy reading. And my worst subject is history, because I don't know, I just could never really get into it. And then especially when we would do units on geography, oh my gosh, like I said, I'm just really bad at geography. What is your favorite drink, animal, and perfume? My favorite drink is Jack and Ginger. So Jack Daniels and ginger ale. I got that from my grandma. And I think I'm running out of battery here. And my favorite animal, I don't really have a favorite animal. I like big cats. My favorite perfume, I don't have a favorite perfume. I usually do like sort of natural scents, like I said before with vanilla. I really like vanilla, so sometimes I'll find a scent that smells like that. Or like lotion that has like a vanilla scent. What would you or have you named your children? Well, you already know that, Coy and True. What sports do you play, have you played? The only sport that I played was soccer. And I played soccer? Why did I say that? That's not... I don't know where that came from. The only sport that I played was softball, not soccer. I hate soccer. No offense to anybody who likes it, but I don't like playing it. I don't like watching it. And I don't really like watching baseball, but I enjoyed playing softball when I was younger, like way younger. Like I think the last time I played was 3rd grade. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? Well, like I said, Corinne and Rob, Threadbanger, Corinne versus Pin, I just love. I just like craft type of YouTubers and stuff like that, but that's who's sticking out to me right now the most. Let's see. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? Yeah, you don't ask people about their number. I'm not telling you my number. My battery is about to go dead, and I have a couple more questions left. Favorite memory from childhood? I don't know. How would you describe your fashion sense? Right now, kind of non-existent, because I've been, you know, like wearing my my jacket and stuff like that because it's been cold. But I don't know. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone for driving Uber, and I have an Android for just my personal everyday use. I'm team Android all the way, but I do like the iPhone for certain things, not for everything though. The last question, tell us one of your bad habits. A bad habit that I used to have was I used to be a smoker. I smoked off and on for I don't even know how many years, maybe 20. And I quit a few times. I quit when I was pregnant with both kids. I quit for quite a while after I had both kids. But I always went back to it, unfortunately. But I quit. I haven't even been keeping track because I just don't even feel the urge.